Hello, welcome back to another install video. Welcome back to the Hustle Garage channel. I'm finally ready to do my diff cover, my diff bushings. I'm finally ready. I got all the puzzle pieces. I've got everything that I need. I'm pretty sure I do. So I've already attempted this once. I did do a video, but in that video it didn't really go well, kind of around the subframe nut. What I'm going to do is, instead of taking off that nut, I'm going to drill out the bushing and then drop the diff as a whole. I'll tell you guys what the plan is and how I'm going to do everything as always. And yeah, all right. What I'm doing is changing the diff bushings, the subframe and the front bushings. Also upgrading my diff cover to the fin diff cover here. This is straight from a 370Z Nismo 75W90 Redline, and also I've got a JB Weld high temp gasket maker. Did have to wait 3 weeks to get this shipped out to me because there was no one locally that had this. This nut is a M12 by 1.25 flange nut. The reason why I'm changing out the diff bushings, my subframe diff bushing is blown out, so not sure how hard this is going to be, but yeah, I'd say like a medium level job, I guess. Pretty much take off the axle back exhaust section, which is just the mufflers. This here is what I'm taking out, this whole diff here. If you see this leak down here, that means this bushing is blown out. I've got the fast intentions cat back exhaust, just have to take off this part here, drop this down. You have a stock exhaust, there's be a muffler up here, and that will give you a lot of room for activities to get this diff out. I need to work on the axles next and take off the drive shaft. What we have to do is take both of the axles off and also the drive shaft that's here. I will put all the socket sizes that you need and all the tools and everything in the description below. Let's take off these axles and this drive shaft here, and then we're on. We are on. As you can see, both these axles are off and the drive shaft is off. So what I was thinking is actually try taking off the top filler cap first, just to see if I can break that loose before I drain it. I'm making some really good progress. I always say things like that and then something goes wrong. Because the car is tilted like that, there will be diff fluid in here and you won't be able to drain everything. The things you do have to take off around the diff before you drop it is there's a speed sensor here and on the other side. Not sure if you can see, but on the top here there's a breather hose for the diff cover. You'll need to get some pliers and take that hose off. Just make sure you take all of those out because they are pretty important. I got the drill here. Not really sure what drill bit I need. Let's try these out and we'll see how we go. Let's get to destroying this subframe bushing. I stopped for today where I was drilling through the bushing just because I need to get a new battery for the recip saw to cut through that bushing, because in between the rubber bushings there's like metal bits or like something metal inside there. So I should have this finished by tomorrow night, hopefully, because I need the car. That's where the bushing is at right now. I did drill through it quite a bit, and so you can see those solid bits that's still intact. That's where the metal bits are and the metal rods are, so I'm not able to drill through that, so I need a recip saw to cut through that. And so start again tomorrow morning. First thing, just gotta cut through all that bushing, just get the diff down. Okay, so day 2, I'm just gonna go straight into it and cut the bushing out. Let's go ahead and do that and then smash this out and get this done by today. Not sure if I've done enough, so I'm gonna try to drop the diff here, drop it from the front first and see if this can come out. I'm gonna have to drop this rear sway bar here just so it'll give me more clearance and space to drop the diff. I'm just gonna unbolt the speed sensors on both sides as well as the breather hose. Let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. What I just did just says cable tie the axles to this upper control arm just so I can take off this V-brace here to allow the drop for the sway bar. Have good access to these bolts here that hold the diff in. I did the same on this side, cable tied there to the upper control arm there just so the axles aren't under any stress. Yeah, I'm going to take this V-brace off and then get to these bolts here. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Whew. Oh, it's raining. Look at that. Hello, rain. The diff is out. This diff is out. That was crazy. Sheesh. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know how much this weighs. I just carry this on my stomach and my chest. Alright, how I got the diff off with the stud still in place and everything. I had to come under the diff, have a jack in place, literally twisted and turned it. Took me about like 45 an hour just to do that, just because a part of the bushing was still intact, which was on this side here. As that broke, I bridged up with my body and then I placed the diff on my stomach and then bridged down. As you can see, the diff was literally right here. I'm just waiting for my recip saw to charge and then use that to cut the subframe bushing collar out. So I think my plan is to smack these out first and then put the new bushings in and then move on to the diff cover. Apparently you can bang these out by grabbing like a socket and placing it over and smacking it out. So I'm gonna try that. I've flipped the diff upside down, put it on a jack and a brick. I'm gonna try smack these out. Smacked both of these out. I use a 32mm. And now we can install these front diff bushings. Let's go, new parts, new parts. Make sure that's kind of clean. New bushings. These together, push that in and push this one from the bottom. Make sure the bigger one goes at the bottom. Just remember this diff is upside down. So just gonna press this in. And so you wanna rub this around this insert here. The two front bushings are in. Super happy. I'm just gonna do the subframe collar, cut that out, and then I'll move on to the diff cover. Alright, goddamn. That's probably took half an hour, 45 minutes. What I had to do to get this out is basically you need a hammer, flathead screwdriver, and a recip saw. I cut through a part of the sleeve with the recip saw, and I just hammered a flathead screwdriver to go in between this sleeve and the actual subframe. Use that as leverage to bend this up. And so I went from the rear side as well as the front side. Now I need to put the new subframe bushing in. Subframe bushing is in, that's all flush, nice and nice. And so I used 2 spanners to hold this guide here, and then I used a long stud to go straight through, and then just tighten this side, and then from here you tighten it and it pulls together. Quickly do the diff cover and then chuck everything back on really quickly. Alright, so the diff is all done, fluid is in, all the new bushings are in. Now it's time just to put everything back together. Look how good it looks. It looks so nice. Look how nice it looks. Gosh, I got it, guys. It's in there. Alright, I'm gonna hurry up and bolt everything down just so it stays in place. As you can see, it's dark now. My camera died and I had to keep going. I didn't realize I was almost finished until I was looking around for things to put back on, and the only thing was my exhaust. It's everything in reverse. I'll show you what it looks like underneath. So this is how everything is looking. That's the diff right there. Look how nice it's looking. That's a new Whiteline diff bushing. We are finally done. What a great feeling. There's no better feeling of finishing a job. Didn't miss anything. No unknown bolts just lying around. I really do appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments below and I'll try to help you guys out. If you haven't already, as always, please smash that like and subscribe button down below, just down there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.